Ladies and gentlemen, I found an interesting article, and this is exactly what YouTube is doing to channels. Okay? Because the videos I had did not violate any YouTube Internet Community Guideline policy or copyright. And the same thing for these watchmen that are getting their channel shut down. Their YouTube content did not violate any type of Internet Community Guideline policies or copyright. They just got shut down for simply having freedom of speech. I'm exercising the Fair Use Act. See what this young lady wrote or typed up? Bear with me 1 second. There's the fair use notice for YouTube to see. This is for educational purposes only. Bear with me another moment, please. Why is YouTube suspending content of videos posted on violence against individuals? How is reporting crime disrespectful? Let's take a look at something else, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me 1 second. So shutting down channels because of freedom of speech is illegal, and I'm exposing it. That's what YouTube is doing. They let these trolls and false prophets falsely flag your stuff. And then when they, like I said, then they don't give you a chance to come out with a counter rebuttal. Okay, and then what happens is that when they falsely flag your stuff, you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance to do a rebuttal. They just shut your channel down with nothing. You don't even have a chance to appeal it. Appeal that decision any way, shape, or form. Listen to this clip. Bear with me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, hey everyone, it's TVC Mario, and you're here for the most sad video I've ever had to make. To be quite honest, it's very difficult for me to talk about this because I'm so passionate about YouTube and using it as a platform to share my beliefs about Jesus and try and reach people, and all of that is...
I don't support Vigilant Christian in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I don't even watch his stuff. But, again, this is for fair use and educational purposes only, because apparently he's confirming that, and others expressed concern about YouTube shutting channels down simply for freedom of speech.
Coming to an end, and that's really crappy. So anyways, I'm gonna try and get through this, guys. It's really difficult. Bear with me. I just want to share my heart and my news, let you know what's going on, because I know many of you aren't aware, but free speech is being shut down. So mark this a day on the calendar that we're taking a turn for the worst. Big old media, the elite-controlled Zionist media, is going to be shutting down free speech, and it's just a reality. So I wanted to make this video, let you guys know, and ask you that you join us. We need your support, especially those of us in the...
Now, I don't agree with him saying Zionist, because I am not a racist. I love all people. Okay, so please, I apologize. Disregard that terminology that he used. Okay, now, ever since Obama handed the internet over to the elite, okay, they've been censoring very heavily, and our freedom of speech is pretty much out the window. You and I as individuals do not have any rights whatsoever, okay? But even stuff that is supposed to help, like there was one situation where a YouTube channel was reporting the real agenda behind the Islamic invasion, okay? How Muslim refugees were getting into the country, flooding the country, and they're not being processed. They have fake papers and stuff like that. How there's actual Islamic militants, meaning from various organizations like Boko Haram, ISIS, Al Qaeda, you name it, that are posing as refugees. And these people actually, like I said, YouTube took that video down, saying that they got complaints that it was offensive. I'm going to show you something else as well. Okay, bear with me 1 second. There's also false copyright strikes to block freedom of speech. You see how the individual said that they never received prior notice of claims of copyright? Well, Watchmen's channels are getting community strikes, and they're not getting any prior notice to give them the required 48 hours to rebut the claim of false flagging, whether it's a community strike or a copyright. They're not being given anything like that. They're not given any type of prior notification. YouTube is just simply shutting down their channels because of freedom of speech and freedom of the press, which is illegal. Facebook is the same thing. They do the same thing. I want you to take a look at that article, and I'm exposing this business because you have a right to speak your mind. You have a right to freedom of speech. You have the right to freedom of the press. It's still in the Constitution, okay? It's still there. I'm going to play this video clip. Bear with me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. That's an advertisement. Bear with me a moment.
What's up, you beautiful bastards? Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. Hey guys, the first thing today is I don't think that I can call you beautiful bastards anymore, because apparently that and several other things I do are not, quote, advertiser friendly. I had heard murmurings, I had heard a few YouTubers talking about it, but we personally got hit with it yesterday. Yesterday's video, and most likely many in the near future, will not be monetizable here on YouTube. Based off of this update, it appears it's because I use what they call excessively strong language. And they're explaining they're doing it because they're just following terms of service. YouTube reserves the right to turn off monetization if a video doesn't follow our guidelines, which it appears my dirty, filthy, horrible mouth does not. And the thing is, I will say, I love YouTube. Obviously, it looks like they're well within their rights to do this. It's their damn website. It is also incredibly fucking concerning. Many times on my show, I have talked about things that aren't great.
Disregard the vulgarity, please.
Just horrible things. By taking away monetization, it is a form of censorship. Taking away the ability to monetize a video where you're saying things that they don't deem okay. That's been described as censorship with a different name, because if you do this on the regular and you have no advertising, it's not sustainable. But like I said, YouTube is of course well within their rights here. But what really bugs me about this is this was either a purposeful move that they did not give creators a heads up on, because I've seen a ton of people complaining on it, or they're just asleep at the wheel. It is also a little bit concerning to me because yesterday's video, really the only things that were not advertiser friendly, not really much anything I said, but the stories I was talking about. The video that social justice warrior is screaming at her Lyft driver being incredibly rude.
I'm going to stop there. So basically, he was being censored for freedom of speech. Okay? And this is only getting worse. All right? And if you say things that YouTube deems offensive, they will shut your channel down, and they will give you immediate strikes where the required 48 hours you're supposed to give you, that notice, is not even there. Okay? So saying the name of Jesus, talking about how you disagree with homosexuality, you don't support the LGBT, they can shut you down for that. They can shut you down for doing something as simple as preaching the gospel. But if you are a Muslim and you're spreading Islam and you're reading the Quran and you're cursing Jesus out, or if you're a non-Muslim and you're cursing Jesus out, making videos also, or if you're an atheist, they don't shut that down. If your images are being used without your permission, your address and name displayed in public, which is illegal, or you got trolls and false prophets that you exposed, calling your job and harassing your family members, and then making videos recording that type of sick stuff, they don't shut those videos down. So YouTube is shutting down people that expose evil, people that speak truth about the gospel, or they're exposing secret things about the government and so forth. They are those types of content YouTube is shutting down. They're shutting those channels down. Okay, and you know, if you expose things that people should know, like I said, what's going on with the government and such, and warn about end times, YouTube is going to shut your channel down. Okay, so that's why I'm saying I wasn't the only one affected. I mean, other watchmen are being affected. Everybody across the board is being affected. And like I said, I still have End Time Deliverance and Watch for Jesus 777. So when I warn you guys about false prophets and false teachers, I'm going to warn you, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to say the name. And even though I want to say the name, YouTube is going to come and shut the channel down. So I would rather that I give out warnings of false prophets and false teachers. You guys open your ears and listen and test the spirits, please. Okay? Even if I don't have to, even if YouTube stops Watchmen from giving out names, we can still warn you about false prophets. That way you have the information and the knowledge, so you know which channels to avoid. Okay? Which channels to avoid, and which channels, you don't have to avoid that speak truth. Here's another clip real quick.
What's going on, guys? Listen, I want to fucking make just talk about one subject, man. YouTube is really getting fucking strict, man. They're really,
pardon the vulgarity,
censors of, there's people that are exposing the truth, there are people that are bringing out, true shit, that talk about real shit on what's going on, are getting fucking flagged, or you can't even monetize your video. It's just some dumb crap, some dumb shit that you can't even do, man. And I think it's bullshit, because what the hell do they want us to talk about? Homosexuals? Transgenders? Fucking stupid shit that's involved in this world? Nah, man. You gotta go against this world. This world is evil, man. The elites are fucking...
Test the spirits, ladies and gentlemen. Cover yourself with the armor of God.